in this Sunday's live show as Superstar Week rocketed off the charts with Jess Malboy, James Blunt, Nicole Scherzinger, John Legend, and J-Lo.
I was mesmerized.
Tonight, the judges reveal your top 12, Australia.
I'm gonna win. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win.
You won't see this coming.
So I've made my decision.
You're not in my final three.
I'm really sorry.
Will Tassie Sparky Jesse swap his tool belt for the live show stage?
It's hard to think that I'm potentially going home.
Can Rochelle go from supermum to superstar?
You have an amazing voice. Because it's not just about a voice.
I'm scared of losing the opportunity.
Which of Danny's girl groups will make it through to the top 12?
There's a lot of good girl groups this year. I can't put through anything that is the same.
And can returnee T finally go all the way?
Yes, you're more confident. But are you there yet?
And the biggest shock in X Factor history is coming.
They call me the Joker.
What is the wild card? It all starts right now.
You're gonna kick some foo booty!
This is the X Factor.
Yeah, baby.
Now that the top 24 have performed, the judges and their superstar guests have some tough decisions to make. And in New York, Ronan and John Legend commenced the tricky task of cutting the girls from 6 to 3.
They all have something to offer. They're all genuinely talented, good singers, so good choices.
Yeah. Well, look, I think we're both agreed on this one.
Yes.
All right.
She's
so
my
that's-
favorite,
Okay.
number one.
Okay.
I would also pick her
Really?
because of her charisma and her energy.
Yeah.
And she's one of the best singers you have.
Ah, wow, okay. She has the voice, but I'm scared that it's, you know, she's a kind of a one-trick pony.
Before you tell him knowing that John Legend and Ronan are upstairs, you know, deliberating over who's going to go through, it's frightening. It's really scary.
I just think she has something to give. I think she's, you know, she's quite unique. She's got a very different tone.
I feel like she just may need to be older before she'll ever give it to you.
Well, can you imagine if we tapped into that quirkiness that she has?
I've never felt this nervous in my life, and this is like the biggest thing I've ever been through. It's really super important to me, so I'm hoping for the best. And I'll never desert you.
There's my three.
I think that's a good three.
That's an amazing three.
Yes. Well, thank
buddy.
you. It's
Thank
been
you
a
so
pleasure.
much. Oh, no, that was brilliant. I think I got a winner in there.
I think so,
Definitely.
too.
Over in Vegas, Fu has enlisted Nicole Scherzinger to assist him with some hard choices.
You gotta help me.
There's 6 today,
Yes.
and half of them are going home.
Boom.
I'll tell you who is your contender
Okay.
to make it at least in the top 3, if not win the show.
Let me know.
This one right here.
Woo!
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really. I know when I see who's got the X factor, that
Yeah,
thing.
and I knew you would.
All I can think of is just hoping that tomorrow Redford can give me good news, because it would just be so good. I feel like I'd just be born again.
The biggest shock to me was this one. This person grew the most in one day.
Wow.
It's just a waiting game now, and I don't want to beat myself up too much. I don't want to overthink about it, because I really feel like I did as much as I could.
I mean, this could be your top 3.
Woo!
On the whole
This
series.
could be the whole show.
I think you have a very strong category.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes.
You're gonna kick some foo booty!
Boo booty. I say, yeah, baby.
Back in New York, Nat and J-Lo are in the midst of choosing just 3 of the 6 boys.
Here's a problem, and you said it yourself, you have a tough job. They all have heart, they all can sing. I'm just saying, as far as like what the X Factor is, there's an X Factor here. Yeah, it was, I thought he was gonna be in for sure. And then after today, I'm like,
Step outside, summertime to know.
My dreams were stolen from me last year, and I can't bear the thought of that happening again.
Take that look from
I feel that I've worked so hard, and I deserve this place, and I deserve a chance to show Nat that I can make her proud, and I can make Australia proud.
what about this one? As interesting as he can be, I feel like like you said, it can be a little bit off-putting. This is the thing, do you take a risk?
Nat sees something in me. I just hope J-Lo saw the same thing. I don't want to get sent home. So the reason I'm here is to make the live shows. And I want to work with Nat some more. She's a cool gal.
Your final 3 isn't these 4. Can we take 4? All right, he's out. This is it. Yeah, that's really exciting now. I'm gonna win. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win. I'm so ready to win. Come on, you just have to say it. You're with me now. Thank you. Well, I'll be rooting for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. It's been amazing.
On the other side of the world, Danny and James are deliberating which 3 groups have impressed enough to win a coveted spot in next week's live shows.
Some big choices to make now. There was some good performances. You gotta help me out with this. I don't know where to go first. Who did you think didn't hit the mark today?
For me, I didn't enjoy these guys so much. It's such a shame, isn't it? But I suppose you only get one shot.
I'd like to hope we did enough. We were very happy with our performance. We walked out happy. If we do get through, we'll be over the moon.
With the groups, it's important that there's nothing too samey.
Okay.
So out of the ones that are going to be similar, like here and here, like I can't put them both through. They're both good vocally.
Sure.
They both look good.
I think I want to have your baby. If Paris Inc. and us are on the table side by side, we really, really hope that she sees a spark in us that separates us from Paris Inc. So it's just a waiting game now.
Okay, so this is the decision made. Happy?
It's a shame you don't have a fourth slot because, you know, if you had a 4th slot, I'd consider putting those guys in.
The wait is finally over. The boys are about to find out who's in and who's out.
But it's not just the boys feeling the strain.
To tell 3 extraordinary boys that they're not making it through to the live shows, this is definitely the hardest and worst part of the entire competition for me.
The first to find out if they are through to the live shows are travelling musician James and student Adrian. James is hoping this will be his chance to leave the pub circuit behind him.
And I've been making my living from music for the last 5 years. Now, I might be going through the live shows and doing that huge step forward for my career or going home. It's pretty scary.
Heartthrob Adrian worries that he hasn't done enough.
My performance might have been not good enough, and maybe the nerves got the better of me. I really don't want to go back to my normal life. I really just want to live this dream that I'm living, and I'm so ready.
Right?
Yeah.
You are so charismatic when you get up on that stage that people are drawn to you. But for me yesterday, it was probably the weakest I've seen you perform.
More than words is all you have to do to make it real.
Obviously has a really pretty voice. There were some, notes that were off.
I feel like you're one of the most experienced guys we have here. In the mentoring session, I switched up the songs and you had 24 hours to pull it together and deliver a good performance, and you did that.
In this world full of people, there's one killing me, and if we only die once, I wanna die with you.
To me, what stood out the most about him was his storytelling quality. Yeah, it was very strong.
I'm telling you right now, this is killing me that I have to send half of the boys home. I mean, we're looking for the X Factor. We're looking for someone who can be a superstar. I made my decision. You're not in the top 3.
It's alright. It's not alright, but I'm never going to give it up. I think I've just got to pull myself up and
brush yourself up and keep going.
Just keep it going. I'm disappointed, obviously, but anyways, back out on the road and keep gigging and doing what I do.
You're in my top 3.
You only get one shot, so make it count. You ain't gonna get this moment again. The luck is taken down. It's the final.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
You're in.
Oh my.
You're in.
It's a dream come true, man. That is just... I couldn't be more thankful, man. I feel so blessed. Oh my God.
Next, there's 4 boys, but only 2 places left in Nat's top 3.
I want this more than anyone else here.
Who will be singing in next week's live shows? Jamie, B, Jessie, or Dean?
You are a risk. You didn't make it through.
Then, Battle of the Girl Groups reaches a dramatic climax. Who's in and who's out?
Get ready to work real hard.
And still to come, what is the wild card?
Welcome back to the X Factor, where it's verdict day for the boys in New York. Adrian is the first boy to make it through to Sunday's live shows, so there's now only 2 places left in Natalie's top 3. The next boy waiting to find out if he's secured a spot is singing Sparky, Jessie, who has had a bumpy road getting to this stage of the competition. At auditions, Jessie failed to impress Ronan.
I don't think you're as good as you think you are. Jesse, it's a no from me, man.
But at boot camp during the collaboration challenge, Jesse showed his dogged determination and won Ronan over.
Jesse, great performance.
Yeah.
From what I see, I think you're ready.
And then...
Good, I'm good.
What? Hang on. What's happening with the voice there?
A little bit raspy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Even with a worn-out voice, he electrified the judges in his final performance.
Amongst such talent, I just hope I did enough. It's hard to think that I'm potentially going home, back to the electrical job and back to the standard life. That's not my dream. Music's my dream, so it would absolutely crush me.
Hey. Girls will love you. You know, you've got this cool, soulful voice.
Lady, running down to the riverside, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your lieutenant.
You wear your heart on your sleeve. You give it everything. You're really willing to take notes. And I've seen improvement. You've got raw talent, but are you there yet? Made my decision. Not today.
Thanks for everything.
I'm really sorry.
That's all right. Gave him a shot, and that's all you can do, eh?
You did.
Thanks very much. Yeah, stings a bit. But, fall off the horse, get back up.
Next to face Nat is quirky rocker Dean, who is under no illusion as to the difficulty of her decision.
I think for Nat to take me through is quite a risk for her. But I'd love her to take that risk. I want this more than anyone else here. Everything I've done in music has led to this one day.
You doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no words.
J-Lo yesterday. I was really keen to see what she thought.
It's so funny because he has kind of like a pretty Ken doll face. But then it's like Ken and Marilyn Manson had a baby or something. You know what I mean? It's like this weird...
I have to say that when you perform, you know, for me it's fascinating and it's mesmerizing and you have this stage presence that's undeniable. But as you know, you polarize people. They either love you or they don't get it. Do I think you can win? Or, you know, are you too much of a risk? So I made my decision. You are a risk.
Yeah.
But that's why you're in my top 3.
Yeah. You wanna live on the edge?
Totally.
You're in. I'm shocked as yeah, bro.
Oh, whoa. That's cool.
Two boys remain, Jamie and T, who are both vying for the last remaining spot in Natalie's top 3. For factory worker Jamie, the next few minutes could prove the difference between going to the live shows or going back to his day job.
After meeting Jennifer Lopez and getting a taste of this sort of lifestyle, yeah, going back to the factory would just be no good at all. I don't want to go back.
While having made it to Ronan's boot camp last year,
I gotta send you home.
T is no stranger to the pressures of today.
Out of everyone, I know the pain and the agony that you go through when you do get that no. And for me, I can't bear the thought of going through it again. I need to make these live shows.
You doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, actually.
You alright? Since your first performance,
yep,
you've kind of faded in the background. But yesterday, that's the best you've ever performed.
Really?
J-Lo was mesmerised.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she don't stand no cheating, my baby.
Alright.
Thanks, J-Lo. You're well, wait, that's all I can say.
Well, I kind of think the same about you.
Okay, get out of here.
You're a legend, thanks.
He is so adorable, it's crazy.
You've come back, and there's this strength that you didn't have before. J-Lo said, wow, what a great voice.
But don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger.
I saw why he's here at this stage in the competition. He's really soulful.
Yes, you're more confident. But are you there yet? And I started thinking about the live shows and whether I think you could handle that. I mean, you have to be versatile. You have to be able to do different genres every week. Are you ready for this, or is the pressure going to be too much? I made my decision. You didn't make it through.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you so much, Jamie. You're a champion.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. I need someone who has the X Factor. You have the X Factor. You do.
Oh. A 12 for X Factor.
So Nat is ready to rock and roll to the live shows with her top 3 boys. T, Adrian and Dean.
Still to come, it's the moment of truth for Ronan's girls. Melissa, Alice, Caitlin, Chloe, Sydney and Chanel.
I'm scared to actually find out what's going to happen.
I made my decision.
And next, will Harry's mistake cost the boy band their place in your top 12?
Harry, we missed your cue.
Yeah, I did.
Welcome back to the X Factor, and it's decision time for the groups. And they're all hoping they've done enough to make it into Danny's top 3.
It's always the toughest night in the whole of X Factor to go to bed and think, have I made the right decision? I'm looking at the whole package, vocals, performance, and need somebody that is emotionally strong enough to deal with this competition because they have no idea exactly how tough it is.
First to find out if they've made it through to the live shows is the boy band. But Harry is carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders after missing his cue in their final performance yesterday.
It's a pretty heavy burden to be carrying because I've let my teammates down, and if we go home today, it's probably because of that mistake. But there's nothing else I can do but say sorry and hope that these guys forgive me for it.
It's the big day.
Yeah.
We were thrown together really last minute.
Yeah.
And there was something about that first performance that just gelled. It worked.
Yeah. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith.
The last performance is really pressurized and it's really exposing, same as it is on the live show. Harry, we missed your cue.
Yeah, did.
Just what I like about you. Really know how to dance.
The live shows are so hard every week. Millions of people watching, the hours you're working, the pressure you're under. And you guys, you're gonna have to work hard. Because you're in the live show.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
And live shows.
Oh my God. It's gonna be enough.
With the boy band ecstatic to be one of Danny's top 3, the 2 youngest groups in the competition, sister duo Magic Honey and urban trio Trill, are next.
We're not even 16 yet. We have so much more to do and to go for. This whole experience so far has been amazing. And I reckon you just never know what could happen if you're going through to the live shows.
If we go home today, we'll be really devastated. We've had a wake-up call to, like, show this is what we really want to do and this is what we really love. We feel really weird going back to our old lives.
Come sit down. It's the big day. Yeah. James loves you girls. He only clapped for one act yesterday, and it was for Trill.
It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
Oh, I think it's worth a clap.
I worry sometimes, a little bit about the age, the maturity for it. The thing that was such a shame is that James hadn't seen your stage performances. And I think the intimate space we were in didn't allow you to shine.
Yeah, I think I struggled a little bit through the early part of the performance until the middle-age, when she started beatboxing. And then I think they sort of came alive.
What we've seen throughout the performances that you've given is that there is no weak link because you let each other shine. When you have your moment, you step forward. It's fantastic. But I always worry, is someone ready for this? So not just an age thing, it's really believing that you can do it. And that's a big hurdle to jump over. So I've made my decision. I can't take you through to the live shows. Sorry, girls. Girls, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You look after each other, okay? Thank you. I've made my decision. And Trill's coming to the light show!
I just wanna feel this moment.
You're shaking!
Are you ready for it?
Yes!
Definitely ready for this. And we're just so happy that Danny sees things in us and that she actually chose us. And it seriously means a lot.
And hoping that Danny will not only see them for who they are, but also what they can bring to the live shows are Brothers 3.
We realise that we're completely different to everyone else. We're not Paris Inc., we're not the girl group, we're not the boy group. We're who we are, and we've offered something for Danny, and if she doesn't think we can
do the live shows. We'll go out with a smile because we've done the best we can.
Yesterday was the final performance. Kind of looking for on that how you would cope with the live shows.
Yeah.
And the nerves were definitely still there. Taze and I definitely caught the microphone doing its own little dance there.
In our whole life, so lonely, come and ease the pain.
You guys, I don't know if you know this, but when you perform, it's like everyone just feels happy.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
You harmonise really well.
Yeah, that's mainly one thing we really try.
The question mark is, where do you fit on the charts today?
Yeah.
Because honestly, there's nothing like you guys. I've made my decision. I can't take you through to the live shows.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. We understand. You've been a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's been a great experience being here, and we've loved every second of it, so thank you.
I'm amazed we came this far, and you never know what's going to happen in the future, do you?
Next, just one place remains in Danny's top 3.
We want to be in that top 12.
Will it be Girl Group or Paris Inc?
Now our futures are in Danny's hands.
And still to come, who from Foo's crew is through?
We gotta send you to live shows.
Welcome back to the X Factor. With Danny having already put both Trill and the boy band into her top 3, she has one more difficult decision to make between Paris Inc. and the girl group, who've been on an emotional roller coaster since being put together at boot camp.
We see this here as a girl group. How do you feel about that?
I've always been solo, so it'll be different.
But there was no uncertainty about their natural chemistry at their first performance.
This is what we want more than anything that we've ever wanted in our lives. But it's not up to us, it's totally up to Danny, and it depends on which girl group she likes more.
But girl group weren't the only recently formed act to take part in the show this year.
How long have you been a group?
A month. About a month.
A month. Wow.
And Paris Inc. believe they have what it takes to go all the way.
The girl group were put together as soloists, like they didn't want to aspire to be in a group, whereas we absolutely love being with each other, and we as a group have so much more to show. So I think Danny will be making a mistake if she doesn't take us through.
When we did the mentoring session, Jess said she was so happy with that. And she knows that song back to front.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man, what a mighty good man.
First of all, incredible voices. Thank you so very much. Wow, that was really tight. So we had the last performance yesterday. I advised you, I think, you need to go with a different song that really presented the cool, sassy energy.
Left to my own devices, I'm addicted, it's a crisis. My friends think I've gone crazy, my judgment's getting kinda hazy. My cease is gonna be affected, if I keep it up like a lovesick crackhead.
We don't have anyone like that here in Australia. There's a lot of good girl groups this year. I can't put through anything that is the same. Thought about all the performances, and I've made my decision. I can't take you through to the live shows.
That's okay. Thank you anyways for the opportunity.
It was such an amazing experience just to be here.
Yeah, I mean, we're so lucky to even make it this far, so we're really grateful.
Girl group.
You are through
So Danny has her top 3 in boy band, Trill, and girl group. And she certainly seems pretty confident with her choices. Next, it's over to the Aria in Las Vegas, where Fu is about to deliver his verdict. Which of the 6 overs will be joining him at the live shows?
They're all performers. Vocally, some are rough around the edges, but everybody's got the soul.
Before I went to sleep last night, I wasn't sure of all my decisions.
First to hear is school teacher Stephanie, who yesterday gave an emotional performance of Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. But was it enough to show Fu that she's more than just a teacher and someone that could win the competition?
Fu's decision could completely change my life. From ever since I was a little girl, all my heart has ever wanted to do was to sing. So this will determine whether or not I'm one step closer to achieving my dream or whether I go back to teaching.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hey.
I think that you have a nice voice. You took the direction that I gave you. You went for that emotion. You did give it 100%. That's something that is really important to a mentor. It's a very tough decision. Stephanie, you are not in my final 3. You really gave it your all. You should be very happy.
I am. I'm really happy because, as I said, I never thought I would be here. So this is amazing for me, an amazing achievement.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know, it's not meant to be, so I guess we'll go back to the books.
Drumming dad Jason is hoping that this is his opportunity to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight of the live shows. Yesterday, he gave it his all, singing Benny and the Jets by Elton John.
Something about his energy that I like, and he made me feel good.
Yes, he's nice, but where's his edge?
Walking out on that stage yesterday just made me realise how much more I wanted. To not get through to top 12, it would feel like I haven't accomplished the mission of coming on X Factor, you know, the decision.
Hey, Jason. What up, what up? How do you feel getting this far, and what do you think it means to your family?
Making a decision to actually be and come out front and be a solo artist, it's a family decision, you know? Especially when you got kids and you're married. And
I came on the show to win. X Factor, we're looking for stars that can, you know, sell records, and you might not be mainstream enough. I made my decision. Jason, I gotta send you to live shows.
What?
Yeah.
Man!
I'm pinching you. It's not a dream. It's not a dream.
Oh,
I believe in you, man. Yeah, baby. All right, go make that call.
How sweaty it is.
Yeah. Say hello to the family.
No, I will.
Yeah.
Hello?
Babe, I got in.
Later. Stay tuned, Australia. It's almost time. The wild card is coming. But next, Ryan and Rochelle go head to head.
I just hope more than anything that Red Food can give me that chance.
Who will secure a place in your top 12?
I don't think Australia's gonna like you.
Welcome back to the X Factor. We're in Vegas with Fu and the Overs.
So far, Fu has chosen Jason for his top 3, meaning there's just 2 spots available for Sunday's first live show. Next up are Amali and Regan. They've had some recognition with their music careers, but have never fulfilled their dreams of becoming successful solo artists.
I've never quite gotten to the stage that I wanted, and God. Yeah, I think getting through it would just be me achieving a massive goal, and I'd just be really, really happy.
I know what it feels like to kind of hit rock bottom and have to climb all the way back out. I don't want to have to do that again. If I get through to live shows, it's an affirmation that I can do it by myself.
Hey, Molly.
Hey.
Hey, Regan.
Hi, Fair.
When you sing, you just express so much.
You made me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
I'm concerned about the fact that you've tasted some success, but are you passionate to go for it and get it? Yeah, you got a lot of talent, but it's not just about that, it's about drive. This has been a very tough decision, and so I can only take 3, and I've made my decision. You're not in my top 3. Just give more, you know? Because you're beautiful and you've got a great voice. So you don't have to work on that. Now work on moving people.
Yeah. Thanks so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. What he said makes sense. It was such a strong group of 6 that I never really felt 100% confident.
I think you need to go home. And tell everybody that you're in my final 3.
That was so cool. That's not nice to do to a person. Thank you. Oh my God, I got it! I'm in a top 12! Oh my God!
The last 2 overs, Rochelle and Ryan, are also hoping they'll be able to tell their families great news, but there's only 1 spot left. Single mum of 4, Rochelle, is hoping that this could be a new chapter.
I've worked really hard in my life to look after my family. And I'm scared of losing the opportunity that is in front of me. This could completely change our life.
Or reborn Ryan, who hopes this could be the fresh start he's been longing for.
Whatever she did to you, man.
I mean, what happened to me was devastating, but you make your own luck. I just hope more than anything that Red Food can give me that chance.
Hey, Ryan.
How you going, man?
You are 100% committed. You get lost in your performance, and that's one thing that is amazing because it's new for you.
No, I don't fall in love.
You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
I mean, it's got soul. I mean, it is incredible.
You make me feel like I'm never off my mind.
One thing I'm concerned about is your inexperience as a confident performer. Because it's not just about a voice, it's about the execution of a great performance. That frightens me. And so I've made my decision. I'm sending you home.
Thanks for keeping me on as long as you have, because it changed my life. And I'll never be the same, ever again, because of it. And it will only be better, so...
Yeah, man. I wish you luck, man.
Yeah, thank you. There wouldn't be many people that have been on a ride that I've been on this year. It's been unbelievable, and I'll never forget it.
I don't think Australia's gonna like you. I think they're gonna love you. You're in my top 3. I believe in you.
Thank you for giving me that chance.
Yeah.
My family. Mummy got through. Mummy got through to top 12. So exciting.
Wow. Holy heck.
So, Foo's dream team going through to Sunday's live shows are Jason, Regan and Rochelle.
Party tonight, because when we go back, it's work, baby. We're gonna put in that work, that hard work, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna work and have fun. Top three. Top three.
Next, it's been a long road for emotional Alice.
The Alice that started in this competition is not the Alice that's sitting here right now.
As Ronan's girls take the hot seat.
This has been the hardest decision I've ever made.
And later, has Melissa's stumble cost her a place in the live shows?
You have an amazing voice, but having a great voice isn't everything, Marlisa. I'm not sure you're ready.
Welcome back to the X Factor. Over in New York, the mood at Ronan's home visit is somewhat more somber, as the girls anxiously wait for Ronan to reveal his verdicts.
This has been the hardest decision I've ever made in 5 years on X Factor. It's heartbreaking. You're making and breaking careers in a sentence. You're sending people home, but yet you're setting people up for the dream.
And first to find out her future is Caitlin, who still has nagging doubts about yesterday's performance.
It's hard to say whether I've done enough, you know, for Ronan to put me through. I'm not feeling very confident at all.
Caitlin, I think you did a great job yesterday. I think you really emotionally attached yourself to the performance, to the song.
Yeah.
John said he could hear your voice on the radio.
You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am, like you're made of glass.
I mean, emotional performance. She gave her heart and soul. I definitely felt her emotion. It's a lot of work week in and week out when we get to the live shows. I need people to be hungry, to want it. We've all got to fight for our position in this life.
Yeah.
Everybody. And I think what you need is, I think you need to fight more. I made my decision, Caitlin. You've got a lot of work to do. In the live shows, you're in my final three.
Prepared to be proven that I want this then.
Prove it to me, please. You know, you've got to fight for your position, Caitlin. You've
Yeah.
got to work hard.
Yeah. Work my little country bum off.
Welcome to the team. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. This is the start of an absolute massive journey for me. It's something incredible, and I hope, you know, it will kickstart something that just won't end.
Good news for Caitlin is quite the opposite for the rest of the girls, as 3 spaces for the live shows now becomes 2. And next to find out their fate are Alice and Chloe.
This whole X Factor experience has been so exhilarating, so intense, so frustrating. It's been a whirlwind, you know, I'm up here and then I'm down here and then I'm up here. But overall, it has been the most incredible experience.
I feel like I've just grown tenfold. The confidence and the self-belief that I've attained in the last few weeks. I never thought that it would be possible.
And the transformation of Alice's confidence has never been more evident than during her time at boot camp.
You're reaching for a few things. I think nerves are slightly getting the better of you here.
I'm doubting myself, getting in my head, and I'm freaking myself out.
You okay? Yeah, but...
With the help of Ronan's guidance, Alice puts her nerves aside to blow everyone away with her rendition of Kelly Clarkson's Miss Independent. But with everything hanging on today, it seems the demons are creeping back in.
I'm terrified and really worried that this is the end of the road.
Alice.
Hi.
You've come so far in this competition. I'm so proud of you.
The Alice that started in this competition is not the Alice that's sitting here right now.
You know, John said yesterday, you have a great voice. But he said it's theatrical.
Before you tell him goodbye,
ask myself, can I take that theatrical side and turn it into a pop star, into a contemporary singer? Have I got enough time to do that? John said yesterday you had great style. You look like a pop star. You know, that's a great thing.
What a girl wants, what a girl needs, whatever makes me happy sets you free.
I like the way she kind of stepped into certain lines and did this and, you know, did this and that. Felt like she belonged with that song.
I need my team, my contestants, to be absolutely sure who they are, what they want, and how to get it. You should have faith in the singer that you are. And I think when you realize that, when you have faith in that, you'll blossom. You really, truly will as a star. I've made my decision. You're not in my final three.
That's okay. You know, I know I've done the best that I could possibly do, and I could not ask any more of myself. I'm so lucky to have been in the final six. And, you know, I am only 20, and, you know, I do have time to find myself.
I wish more people had that attitude, because that will one day be what gets you to where you want to be.
Yeah, well.
Alice, you're not in my final three. How do you feel?
I was expecting it, so...
Really?
Yeah.
You shouldn't expect it just like that. It was a really tough decision for me. Why were you expecting it?
The other girls are amazing, they look the part.
It's not about looking the part. There's no rule book, there's no one way somebody should look or be to be a star. So don't doubt yourself like that, like you expected it. Don't be defeated.
I'm not defeated. It's just the beginning. I've gained so much confidence in myself and my ability. Maybe I'll come back and I'll try again. I'll never stop singing. It makes me so happy.
Next, the final 12 for 2014 has just 2 places left and 3 girls remain.
Getting a no would break my heart, like, to little pieces you can't even see.
Who will be singing live next week? And then, it's the moment you've been waiting for.
Yes! It's wild card time!
Welcome back to the X Factor. After already sending home Chloe and Alice, Ronan has 3 girls left, but only 2 spots available for Sunday's live show. And 16-year-old Sydney is all too aware that forgetting her lyrics at boot camp could still prove costly today.
It does play my mind a bit that Ronan sees me as a risk, you know, that I won't be able to keep it together and I'll just crack under pressure at the live shows. But I'm hoping that I can show him that I'm not going to crack again and that I'm ready for this.
Hi, Sydney. Your first audition was incredible. You blew the roof off the arena. One of the best first auditions we, as judges, have ever seen on the X Factor. And you're just 16.
And I lost it all, I'm just a silhouette.
What's really troubling me is this fear that you have, that you carry with you as a performer. Yeah, I cannot forget what happened at boot camp.
It's a new art form, showing people how much we care.
Oh my God. I was only 16 when I started in the music industry, same age as you. Yeah, I was nervous. But you can't show that front as a performer. You can't. You have to have that front. And do I think you have that? I've made my decision, Sydney. You're in my final 3.
Oh my God. Can I hug you right now? Thank you so much.
Hold on.
Oh, my heart's beating like a million miles an hour. Oh my God. I'm going to the live shows. I still can't even, this doesn't happen to me. This doesn't happen at all.
With only one place left in Ronan's top 3, the last 2 girls to face Ronan are foster care caseworker Chanel and schoolgirl Marlissa, who stumbled in yesterday's performance.
It's been really weighing on me, thinking that I could have done better in some parts of the song. So getting a no would break my heart like to little pieces you can't even see.
I'm so happy that I'm here, but I really I want to go that step further. It's so hard to really think about going home. I'm scared to actually find out what's going to happen.
Hi, Marlissa.
Hello.
You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
At 14 years of age, to have that ability, that talent, I don't know where it comes from. Having someone like you on my team, like a strong singer, would make me feel very confident. But, you know, having a great voice isn't everything, Marlissa. My fears came up once yesterday. When I stumbled, I was so scared.
Let me come along, 'cause even if you're wrong, I'll stand by you.
I've never seen her trip up like that. I don't know what happened. You know, you saw the panic in her face.
Yeah, when you look at her, you can tell she's still young and a little tentative.
That scares me at 14, that's what we're going to see more of. Chanel, what I saw yesterday was the best I'd seen from you. John said you had an incredible range. You know, when you hit those notes, it's powerful. It's otherworldly almost. It's an incredible thing. So the question, you know, that I kept asking myself last night over and over again was, you know, does she just need a few more years to grow? You're only 14. You know, if there's millions of people watching across Australia every week, is that going to affect you? And that really scares me. I'm not sure you're ready. As a performer, it's like someone has to flick that switch. You need to come alive. It's like you don't believe how good you are. You don't believe in yourself as a performer. I need to take people to the live shows that believe in themselves. Because every week it's so difficult, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I made my decision. You're not in my final 3, Chanel.
It's heartbreaking. It's my dream. There's nothing more I can do.
I'm sorry, but you have to work harder. Because you're in my final 3, Marlisa.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
I think I'm gonna explode right now. I am the happiest person on earth. Oh my gosh.
My top 3 girls!
So Ronan has his top 3 for Sunday's live show, which means your top 12 for 2014
Congratulations, well done.
are Ronan's girls, Marlissa, Sydney, and Caitlin. Danny's groups, Boy Band, Girl Group, and Trill. Natalie's boys, Dean, Adrian, and T. And Foo's over 25s, Jason, Regan, and Rochelle. But now it's time to find out what is the wild card. With thanks to Macca's, for the first time ever on the X Factor Australia, each judge will select one act from their remaining contestants who didn't make the top 12 as their wild card.
Woo! Yes, it's wild card time.
I'm so excited that there's a wild card this year. I can give another act a second chance.
By far the toughest decision I've ever had to make.
Yeah, baby. Oh, they call me the Joker.
It's over to you. You will decide which of these 4 will become the final member of the top 13 and perform live for you on the X Factor stage. You get to vote which wildcard you want to return, but who can you choose?
I get to pick a wild card. And I've chosen Ryan. If you love Ryan as my wild card, you gotta vote Ryan. Yeah, baby.
So I'm going to choose Jessie. So all you have to do, Australia, is pick up the phone and vote to make sure that Jessie will be in the live shows.
I can give one more act a second chance, and I know exactly who it's going to be. Australia, I think you're going to love Alice, and that's why I'm choosing her as my wild card. She's a girl who deserves a second chance. Australia, you can make that difference. Pick up the phone and vote.
And as my wild card, I choose Brothers 3. If you want to see them sing in the live show as much as I do, please vote for Brothers 3.
Be watching Sunrise tomorrow morning as Ryan, Alice, Jessie and Brothers 3 battle it out for your vote and show you why they deserve to go to next week's live shows, with thanks to McDonald's.
Australia. Can't wait for it.
This is it. Their first ever live performance in front of millions.
Going live.
We really just don't know what to expect.
There's so much room for error.
You could forget your lyrics. One little wrong move.
I don't know what to expect.
Sunday 6:30. Well, live from the X Factor Stadium. As the wild card
Who is the wild card?
is decided.
It's the biggest twist in X Factor history. Australia, the wild card is your choice.
SMS your favourite's name or call their number to vote.
They're all ready to perform.
But only one will get the chance to sing live.
Australia, vote for your favourite.
Who will Australia choose?
Then, their first nerve-wracking live performances.
You know, this is it. You only got one chance.
Stuff up. You really stuff up, yeah.
Melissa's biggest risk, taking on a massive Celine Dion hit live.
If I stuff up one bit, then I'm going to make a fool out of myself.
Can Sydney handle it?
Taking on a massive Coldplay hit live.
I'm not going to let myself freeze up again.
With only one chance to get it right.
It's a huge risk.
Australia, hold your breath.
I really, really want to win this year.
Am I good enough? Am I going to screw up?